Welcome in to week 11. We have made it, continuing to roll through it all. I am sorry for the late start. And of course, as always, deletes the comments. So we'll see how this goes. Not too surprising. A couple people out, a couple people in. It's very interesting. I mean, Tank Bigsby being out really actually helps boost Etienne. But guys, have your questions. Please get them in. And let's get this started. All right, C-Plank. Mooney, Shakir, Cooper, MVS. Pick 2. It's a half-point PPR. I'm going to go with Mooney and Shakir. I know that I probably want to roll out Cooper, but we're unsure on his health. And then MVS, it's just so inconsistent. We've seen what he's done in the past. It's difficult to get to. I don't really love it as an option. So, all right. What the heck just happened? All right. Scotty, let's see. Start 1. Michael Pittman, Deontay Johnson, or DJ Moore. It's going to be Moore. We're not sure on Johnson's usage, and with Pittman dealing with that back injury, I just can't bring myself to believe in that. I'd much rather just roll with what I know in Moore. And with the potential change at OC, that should help things as well. What's up, Glitchy? Glad you can make it. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We're rolling. All right. Pick 2. Brown, DK, Swift, Cooper. That's tough. I'm probably going to go Brown and DK. I like Swift today because I think they try and use him and really offset that game and give him a couple dump offs. But again, with the new OC, it's hard to tell. So we'll roll with it and see how it goes. Bradley, let's see. PPR, DK, or Flowers. It's just so difficult to get away from Flowers. I know the matchup isn't ideal, but when you're looking at that team, he's really kind of what makes that team go. I know it's the Steelers. They kind of have their number, so it makes it a lot more difficult. But I also don't trust Geno is the big thing. I know it's the Steelers, and they've literally done so good against Lamar. It's really put me in a bind. I think I'm still going to go DK just because I'm nervous about it. But yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, yo, mama. Let's see. Pick 1. Geno, Stroud, or Nix. Again, don't think you go wrong here. I'm more looking at Stroud and Nix. I think either one of those could be what you want. Nix is a safer option. Here's to see how the offense changes with Collins back. I think that helps Stroud. But until I see it again, make sure it's not just the offense completely breaking down or people scheming them up in such a way that they struggle. I think I'd roll Nix to play it safe. Polo! Welcome back. All right, Stroud or Goff? Like I was just talking about, I'm probably going to go Stroud. We talked about it on Wednesday, but Goff makes me super nervous. I touched on it. How this could be another game where he only has to throw like 18 passes, and when you're looking at that, it's terrifying. So as messy as that is. All right. What's up, Andrew? Doing all right. So let's see. Stroud or Purdy. Again, don't think you go wrong. But until I see it, I want to go Purdy. I think the matchup's a little better. We know what he can do. Even with Kittle out, that's the big news from today is Kittle's likely out today. So that changes things. And then Chubb or Dobbins coming back. I'm going to say Chubb. Dobbins has a good matchup, but with Edwards, that split's been ugly, and it terrifies me. So I'd rather just get away from it best I can. Griffin, welcome. Watson versus Chicago, or wait for Cooper Hollins. I'd play Cooper or Hollins, whoever goes. They're going to have to throw, and again, if Cooper plays, I think that actually helps Hollins more because they're going to need a third wideout. We'll see. Actually, I guess it's going to be Knox that will probably get the most benefit. But if Hollins or Cooper is out and Hollins in, I think that's a pretty good backup. I'd rather just not worry about Watson or trusting that at all. You're welcome, Scott. Woo. Dan's above average clips. Nice. Ugh. I would say Gesicki, but again, with Higgins back, we just see the lack of usage there. And even then, you're in a tight end roulette kind of situation. You're hoping that Higgins gets out. So of the two, I'm going to go right. Honestly, I'd look for Disley instead. I would look at Knox instead. If either of those are options for you, but it's ugly out there. So completely understand if those are your best options. Anthony, you're offer Robinson for. I mean, that's fine. It looks like a good trade, and I think it helps you. But if it's any kind of dynasty, I wouldn't do it. Jason, Njoku Pitts. It's going to be Njoku and then Moore or Judy. I'm guessing that's DJ Moore or is that Elijah Moore? Either way, I'm probably going to go Moore over either. All right. Start Hopkins or London. Flex. I understand that. I'm still probably actually going. I mean, of the two, I'm going to go London. Because Juju's back, I'm kind of curious to see how that dynamic breaks down. And then I'm going to go Chubb. So London probably sees Sertan, and I don't love that as an option. So much rather roll through it and hope for the best. Yeah, yo, mama. Harris or Estime? It's going to be Harris, and then JSN or McConkey. With DK being back, JSN kind of just loses all of his appeal. They move him back inside into the slot, and that just really tanks his fantasy. So going to be McConkey for me. Trisha, welcome in. Mooney or Swift? If it's PPR, it's going to be Mooney. Otherwise, standard will be Swift for me. So it really kind of depends on your scoring format. Polo, Cousins, or Stafford? I really don't like either of these options. Of them, I'm probably going to go Stafford, but I don't feel good about it. I trust him a little more than I trust Cousins with that inconsistency. All right, Jared. Chubb, Dobbins, Lamb, London. It's probably going to be Chubb because I think he's the safest play here, even in PPR. Lamb really terrifies me, especially now that he's popped up on the injury report. I don't love that as an option. So staying away from that the best I can. Xavier, welcome in. Knox or Andrews? It's non-PPR. Non-PPR, I'm going to go Andrews because he's been really on a hot streak scoring touchdowns. Gives him a little boost up. So going to go Andrews because I think he's more likely to score today. Knox actually had a really great matchup, though. All righty. Man, Tipton's out, too. Golly. Justin, need one. Jennings, Reed, Pearsall. Like them all, but with Kittle likely out, I think I'm going to go safe and play Jennings here. Reed, you're really hoping for a long bomb, and then same thing for kind of Pearsall. But I do expect Pearsall to have a decent day now that Kittle's likely out. Waiting for the official on that. Yeah, that whole thing is a mess. Puka, Higgins, Jennings. It's going to be. I'm going to say Puka and Jennings. Yeah. But again, I don't think you go wrong. I like all three of these options. I have them all in my top 20. So could be worse. That is for sure. Brandon, I can. Oh, no. You sent one before. Good morning, Ashley. All right. Walker or Stevenson. PPR, it's going to be Stevenson. Otherwise, in standard, I probably go Walker because I think he's more likely to score. But any kind of PPR, it's going to be Stevenson. And then which two? Reed, McConkey, Dell, or DJ Moore? I'm going to go McConkey and Dell here. Again, I just think they're more consistent. I'm curious to see how Dell works with Nico back, and hopefully being healthier. C Plank, Knox or Janu. Like them both. I'm going to lean Knox just because it's an easier matchup, and with Kincaid out, really gives him a big boost. So they are going to have to score. All right, Jared. Tyreek or DK. Kind of in the same boat. I think I'm going to go Hill here. Just, again, more likely to score. They looked a little closer to being normal last week. And then Hawk or Ingram. Don't think you go wrong here either. But I'm going to probably go Hawkinson. I think I have him just, I have him 2 spots higher. So it's going to be Hawkinson. Francisco, tight end, wide receiver. So Kraft or Knox. It's standard. I still think I lean Knox there and the Shakira Reed. That's where I go Reed because it's standard. Bigger play. Shakira's going to see more targets, but I doubt he has as many yards as Reed just based on A-dot. Alrighty. Olivia, Herbert or Stroud. Great question. Like them both. I am going to roll out Stroud because I think Chargers continue to try and run the ball and control it that way, which lowers Herbert's upside. And they also aren't going to risk throwing it around the end zone, really. So, and then Mooney, Chubb, or Dell. PPR. I'm probably going to go Mooney. There's a lot of upside there, but if you're worried about that, roll out Chubb. It should be a safe play. Bro, I don't see the top comments. The top comment I have is from C Plank. Sorry, man. I don't know what the top comment was. What's up, Daniel? Ask me questions for clarification. All right, PPR. I'm guessing it's just one. It's going to be Flowers. But if you're worried about it, you can roll out Dobbins. It's going to be the safest play of the 3, I think. I'm very curious to see how Downs does back with A-Rich under center. And for how long, who knows? Good morning, John. Dynasty trade question. Oh, gosh. Should I trade Dobbins and Dunze for Taylor and Pop Douglas? If you're contending this year, probably. But long term, it's going to be a no. Like if you're shooting for this year to get Taylor. So, all right, let's see TDL. Russ or Winston. Again, like both of these options, Wilson is significantly safer, so I'm probably going to roll that. Did I say Wilson or Winston? Wilson is safer. Winston has more upside, but he is kind of a turnover machine, so I'm staying away from that the best I can. If you're worried about it, and Wilson actually has a pretty good matchup. Love how they have the same last name. Douglas or Moore. It's probably going to be Douglas. It's a slightly easier matchup. I also don't like trusting Moore if I don't have to, so rather just stay away from the best I can. All right, Brandon. Pick one. Waddle, Algier, Allen, Bateman, Fleck. It's probably going to be Allen. Again, OC change. I think that's the best option for you. I think there's a lot of potential upside. If you're worried about it and don't want to trust it, then I'd go Bateman. If Flowers does indeed have the tough matchup, I think that will give you the best option to be able to roll with it. Big plays and all that kind of went to Thailand last week. So. All right, Mike. Good morning. Lamb, Higgins, or Juwan? Again, stuck between Higgins and Juwan. I think Juwan is safer, so I'm probably going to roll that. Higgins should have a big day. They should be a higher scoring game, but who actually knows if the Chargers defense is real or not. So I've been blown away so far, but I don't think that happens today. But I'm still running Jennings just because they're saying the Kittle is potentially out, and if that's the case, that's a big hit. Gives a massive boost to Jennings and Pearsall. All right, Teddy, pick 2, 1 PPR. Etienne, Harris, or Pearsall. It's going to be Pearsall and Etienne for me. Both of them actually catch passes. Harris kind of does, but with Warren playing, rather not risk it. Not enough volume for Harris when it comes to PPR. All right, Brandon. Guessing that's supposed to be Javonte Williams, so it's going to be Estime. He at least seems to be the one who has the backfield for now. So, going to roll it out and hope for the best. Because don't worry about it. It's going to be Collins. I know we got really hurt last week, but they say he's good to go. I'm going to trust it for some reason. Rather do that than not. So that is where we are. Xavier. I have to drop one. From dropping one, it's probably going to be Olave. Actually, yeah, it's still probably going to be Olave because he's going to still be on IR. There's no point in having him. So, and I'd probably roll with, I think Herbert has a decent matchup that week. I just can't trust Geno. So, rather roll with it and not worry about it. Hopkins or Myers, any kind of PPR, it's Myers. If it's standard, I'll go Hopkins because I think he's more likely to score of the two. Easy peasy. Ammo, always a joy seeing you in here. Pitcher Smith, it's going to be Smith for me. Really has come on. I think he's really helping move that offense in the right way. Dan, kind of make a point. Hall or Stevenson? It has to be Hall. I mean, he's the only one who's going to get you the points that you could need to make up for McLaurin. Close. I literally have him back to back, but I'm going to play it safe and go with Tillman because I know he is going to be the star on that team. So, rolling out Cedric. Not officially. They just said it's highly unlikely that he's going to play this morning. So, we will know shortly, I'm sure. Love or Geno? I'm still gonna lean Love there. Don't like either matchup really, but Love at least has the weapons and has shown he can throw it. So, all right, man. Let's see. Opponent has Herbert. Should I play Disley or Knox? I'm playing Knox, but honestly, let's see. I think I have them 2 spots apart. Yeah, so I have Knox literally 2 spots ahead of Disley. Don't think you go wrong. And then Reader Johnson. Yeah, it's probably Reed, but Johnson just has so much upside in comparison. I think he's a safer play. We know what he's going to be. It's going to be 5 to 8 targets and then 50 plus yards, more than likely. So gets a touchdown. It's a bigger day, but Reed is really that bomb guy. So depends on what you're looking for. Reed's your big play. Johnson's your safer floor with a decent upside. Hollywood Smoke Hogan. Love it. Wilson or Herbert, like them both. I'm going to go Wilson just because the matchup's slightly better for him. And Chargers are running the ball. It's kind of how they've decided to set it up. So roll it out and hope for the best. Josh, Cup or DK? I just wish I could trust Cup. That's my issue. So until I see some more consistency out of that team, I'm going to be rolling DK. Terrifies me for sure. All right, Jordan. Edwards or JK. It's PPR, so I'm probably going to go Dobbins, but honestly, it's pretty negligible, unfortunately. Tom, Flowers or Cook. Again, don't think you can go wrong. I'm terrified of Cook, though. He's gotten the volume, but this is not the ideal matchup. So for that reason, I'm going to go Flowers. Terrifying. Chiefs have been really good against the run. I don't like it. All right, David. Cousins or pick up Wilson, Smith, or Tua. I can't trust Cousins at this point, so I would much rather roll Wilson out. I know it's a tough matchup, but like we've talked on many a point, Ravens secondary sucks. So they're going to be able to throw it. Their front is pretty good. So best way to move the ball is by throwing it to Pickens and Freiermuth and likely Warren / Harris instead of trying to run it up the middle. They will try and run it, but how successful they'll be, who knows? All right. Henry without non-buy, Knox available. Should I pick up instead, or you think they're pretty even? I have Knox quite a bit above Henry. So they are even enough. So if you just want to stick with it, I'm completely fine doing that, since we also don't know how long Kincaid's going to be out. I have them separated by 3 spots, which I think I have at roughly 4 points. So it could be, if Henry gets in the end zone, he's going to go past Knox currently in my projections. So easy peasy. RPC, let's see, Knox or Hill. Again, depends on what you want. Knox is definitely the safer play. With Kincaid being out, it's kind of the weakness of the Chiefs. And so, but if you're chasing upside because you're in a big hole, play Hill. They're going to use him. It's one of their very few pass catching options for the Saints. And have to go somewhere. Targets have to go somewhere besides Kamara. Beans and Hove. Let's see. Reach Gear Dell. It's half. I'm kind of chasing the upside, so I'd go Reed and Dell here. Just because bigger plays, more likely to score. Shakir is interesting, but that matchup is just so iffy to me. All right. That was a tough one. Ashley, of course, one more. Let's see. Swift or Pollard? With Spears being back, it makes me more nervous, so I'm going to roll out Swift and then Niners or Pitt. God, Steelers have been so good, but it's just so risky because of how well the Ravens have been playing. It makes me nervous. 49ers are just a safer pick for me, so I'd probably play the 49ers because, again, I don't trust Geno or that offense. So I'd rather roll out the Niners and hope for the best than worry about Pitt going potentially for the first time negative against the Ravens. So don't like it. Daniel, half PPR. Knicks, May, or Darnold. Whew, like them all. I am probably going to go. I want the rushing floor, so it's between Knicks and May. Do I trust the Patriots against the Rams? That's the question. I think I'm going to go Knicks because I think it's a safer play of the two. Gives you a nice floor. Should be able to move the ball. They aren't going to be able to run the ball. Kind of proving that. Marcus, let's see. Lions or Texans? Ugh. I think I go Lions. Because the Jaguars are going to be again without Lawrence, but it's close. These are both good defenses. I have them both in my top 5. Don't think you go wrong. Texans have been playing better, but yeah. Good choices. Michael, let's see. Flip-flopping between. If it's any kind of PPR, it's going to be McConkey for me. And then I'm going to go Knox. Make it easy. In and out. All right, Daniel. Yep. Doesn't change. Appreciate it. It's still going to be Knicks. Hey, that's the whole point. All right, BZ. Let's see. 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. It's going to be Pickens, Flowers, and then I'm going to go Achane. Man, it's close. I really like Hunt's matchup. It's like the only thing kind of taking me away from it, but it's going to be Achane. Oh, and you get a Hunt. Yeah, it's Hunt. So Achane and Hunt, you're set. Whew. Glad I didn't see that at the end. All right, Joseph. Tua Mahomes. Gonna go. I just can't trust Tua. It's not really Tua's fault. It's the run game's fault. But I still think I'm going to go Tua just to be hope for the best. Mahomes should be fine. He's probably going to give you 14 plus fantasy points, but the upside for Tua is just so much bigger. Also, estimate Pollard or DK. Okay. At that point, I'm going to go DK and Pollard. Again, I'm just terrified of the Broncos backfield, so I'd rather not mess with the best I can. All right. Need 2 wide receivers, so 2 and 2. Oh, yeah. It's still going to be Pickens, Flowers, Achane, and Hunt. Gives you 4, right? Yeah. Perfect. Little J, need upside. Knicks or Goff? I wish I could say Goff, but I'm going to go Knicks. I just don't think the upside's there for Goff. We just saw a game where the team scored 52 points and he literally threw it 18 times, and I think it was 14 fantasy points. So I'd rather go Knicks with the rushing floor and him going to have to pass it. So terrifying. Sorry, man. Morning, Rodney. Need 2 wide receivers and a flex. All right. Just go down the list. I think I'm going to go with the 3 wide receivers here. Tillman, Ridley, Dell. If you don't like Dell because of Collins, I completely understand that. And you could throw in Chubb because I think he's another safe option. Staying away from Cook this week. Mike, Judy or Ridley. It's going to be Ridley. My love for him still continues. Such a great matchup rest of the season. So rather roll with it and hope for the best. All right, Daniel. Ridley, Mooney, Thomas, JSN. Still have Ridley the highest. But if you want to play Mooney, completely understand doing that. Those are the 2 it's between for sure. Nice. Welcome in. I wish I could trust the Packers. Also with the OC change, I'm nervous that also completely flips it. So I'd rather just roll the Broncos so that I know what it is and how they kind of move the ball, how the defense works. So I'm going to roll up Broncos here. Just a safer play, Nas. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Daniel. Cook or Stevenson? It's going to be Stevenson. I'm, like I said, terrified of Cook. Hate the matchup for him. Lil J. Still think I'm going to go Quentin here. Just think there's more yardage potential. And like I said, I don't trust the Broncos backfield, man. It's terrifying to me. Don't like it. 1. Ooh. Only one that's standing out to me is Ridley. So Lamb being beat up and Waddle being almost erased recently. I don't love it. Should have had a decent game last game, but rather just go with what I know here in Ridley and his 8+ targets. What's up, Logan? Got Tucker Kraft, Mark Andrews. You know, tight and 2 wide receivers. Okay. So it's going to be a PPR. I still think I go Andrews, even in the PPR. And then it's going to be Douglas and I mean, more will give you a safe floor. So I'm probably going to roll more. However, I love the upside of MVS. We kind of saw it last week with a massive game. Don't think that happens again, but it could. So having that as an option, if you're behind and need the points, chase it with MVS. But if you just are sitting pretty right now. Go with more. More is less? No, don't like that. All right. Well, Swift or Etienne? Oh, man. I'm going to go Swift. I know that Bigsby's out, but I still think the OC change, more usage. Man, that's close. I also don't believe in the Packers. That's what it really comes down to. All right, show. Need two. Adams, Stevenson, Hopkins. It's probably still going to be Adams, and then it's PPR. So I'm going to go Hopkins. Curious to see how this works with Juju. Stevenson clearly the safer play of them all, but Adams continues to see 10+ targets, and then Hopkins, they're looking for him in the end zone, and he's seemed to score. So I'd rather roll with it and hope for the best. Don't like it. Searle, let's see. James Cook, JK, Chubb, pick 3. That is 3. So I'm guessing pick 2. I'm going to go Dobbins and Chubb. Dell, should I bench Lamb this week? Yes, you should. Mostly because I'm not sure he's playing, and that terrifies me. I'd rather just roll downs and know I have the points. All right, Joel. London or Flowers? Appreciate it. Again, I'm worried that Surtain's going to be on London for a majority of the game, so I'm going to roll out Flowers. Alrighty. Straight cash. It's been a minute. Let's see. JSN, Bateman or Moore. Oof. I still think I'm rolling Moore. Keep bringing it up. OC change. Got to hope for the best. They have to get it to the stars. And Moore is definitely one of them. So Bateman's interesting as a next follow-up, but I'm with DK back, JSN terrifies me. Johnston probably has more upside than Hopkins just because of the matchup and the Bengals really just being a horrible defense. But Chargers play down, and I hate that. So it's probably going to be him and Adams and hope that they throw it and want to try and beat this team because that would be nice for once. All right, Cyril. Smith, Knox, Samuel, pick 2. Go with the 2 tight ends. Smith and Knox here. Samuel looked decent last week, but if Cooper's back, that just kind of tanks it again. And it's also a tough matchup. Hollins being the one who really, as I said last week, was kind of the winner. So I'd rather go with the tight ends and know what I'm getting. It's not going to be as much, but just how it goes. Alrighty. All right, Smith. Let's see. BTJ or Etienne. I trust Etienne more right now, mostly because Mac Jones terrifies me. So, yay, Pacheco's playing next week. All right. All good. I figured that might have been the case, and so I was like, yeah, it's fine. You understand. It's all good. Appreciate it. Guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. Have a full slate of shows as always. All right, Ruben. Taylor, Jones, or Chubb? I only get one. It's probably going to be Jones. Hoping he's healthy. Should carry a majority of the work. It's a decent matchup. But it's really close with Chubb. I really think Chubb gets on track this week against the Saints. I think he has more upside, so I'd much rather roll Chubb. However, it's just hard to get away from Jones. And then Tillman or Downs, it's going to be Tillman. Got to see what A-Rich does. See if he's learned anything holding the clipboard for a couple weeks. Unlikely, though. Straight cash, homie. All right. Darnold or Stafford? Going to go Darnold. Again. Trusting Stafford has bit me too many times, so I'd rather not do it. Darnold, I think, has got me a couple times too, but just how it goes. Alrighty. Manual, let's see. Stafford, Love. It's going to be Love. MVS or Deontay Johnson. Still haven't seen anything out of Deontay, so I'm going to roll MVS. Quick and easy. Gamers, let's see. Flex play. Half PPR. Welcome in. Probably going to go more there. Man. Gonna probably get snake bit again. More is just going to keep nipping at my ankles. Ruining it. But just trust it a little more. All right, Alex. 2 Adams, like them all. I'm going to go Jennings and Shakir. Ooh, well, it's Devontae. So Jennings and Adams. But again, they're all top 20. Well, let's go closer to top 30. They're all top 30 wide receivers this week. So you're set. All right, Malik. Herbert or Love? I'm going to go Herbert, but I don't like it. It's so close. I just think there's more upside for Herbert. And Love's clearly the safer player. And then Reed or Williams, you're looking at the same player. However, with Laporta out, I think Williams gets a slight bump. So I'm going to play Jameson just because, again, I'm just so nervous I don't throw enough in that game. Yeah, you're going to have to play it safe and go Reed. I think you go play it safe and just go Love, Reed, stack, and don't worry about it. All right, Straight Cash. JSN, Amari, or Harris. If we knew Cooper was playing, that'd be who I'd roll out. But since we don't yet, I'll probably roll out Harris and just take my points. Take it and walk away. All right, Anthony. Welcome in. Jameson or MVS? Again, kind of the same player. Same kind of situation. I'm going to go Williams because, again, Laporta's out and just hope that they have to throw more than 18 times that they did the last time because that does terrify me. That is like the sticking point for me when it comes to the Lions this week is do they throw enough for your pass catchers to matter? Scary. All right, Daniel. Mooney, Thomas, Cook, JSN. It's going to be Mooney. Just don't trust any of the other options. BTJ with Mac, maybe. JSN not with DK back. They move him back to the slot and can't do a whole lot there. And the Cook has a matchup against the Chiefs who've been really good against the running back. Sorry, man. Rough week for you. Just how it goes. All right, BZ. Picking 5. It's going to be H.A.N. Brown, Ridley Sutton, and then probably Walker. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to roll it. It's going to be in whatever your flex is going to be one of the running backs, whether that's Dobbins or Walker. So really a coin flip between those two. Trader Joe, appreciate you making a store for us. It's going to be Smith, and then I think you got me. I think I'm going to go estimate there. Might be Warren, but again, I'm just so nervous about him re-injuring himself. Don't appreciate it at all. All righty. AJM, let's see. Pick 2, full point. Tank, Lamb, Sutton. It's going to be Dell and Sutton, mostly because we don't know Lamb's playing, and you won't know. So, play, who's playing. That's just unfortunately how it's going to be. Ooh, like them both. I'm going to trust Ridley for now, though. Have DK just a bit behind because, again, curious. It's trusting Gino. Gino's what's really bringing him down for me. All right, Nibs. Let's see. Is there anywhere where I'm starting? I wish, but probably not. Not with the changes going on and the other options being out. Yeah. Sorry. Wish I had better news for you. Mike Stevenson, McConkey, Pierce, Myers need 2. It's PPR, so I'm going to take 2 wide receiver, and it's probably going to be Myers and man, I want to go McConkey so bad, but I think I'm going to go for the upside and play Pearsall. McConkey's definitely going to be, I think, the safer option. But the upside for Pearsall, I mean, with how they used him last week in a game that they should be able to kind of do the same thing again, makes it interesting. All right. Tamara, you made it. All right. Woo! I don't like any of these options, girl. I'm probably going to go. Man, it's probably Watson, but Madison gives you the safest floor. I just think Watson's more likely to score of them. Golly, that's brutal. I'm sorry that you're in that situation. No, really not. I mean, I guess if you want to try and risk it, sure, I guess. If you're doing it, I'm going to do it over a Dunze because, again, we don't know what that is with the new OC or how that's going to be used. So Disley's the safest play of all the options. So I'd much rather roll Disley, but no. Metal Nade. All right, Adams or Ridley. It's half. I'm going to go Ridley. He's been putting up big numbers, so I'd rather roll with what I know. Adams and Rodgers just can't seem to get on the same page, whether that's the offense or what, but gonna roll out Ridley and just trust it and hope for the best. Bam, bam. All right, where are Trader Joe, Gino or Stafford? Why? Why do you? It's not funny. I don't like it. Man, I think that is where I go Stafford and just hope he doesn't get clogged up again. I mean, the Patriots are a good defense. We just saw what happened to him in a good defense. I wish I could trust Gino to do anything, but play it safe and go Gino, I guess. But Stafford has more upside, maybe. I don't. God, I don't like it. I don't like either of these options. Go play Winston. Go. That's how bad it is. Winston's probably available, and I would start him over both of them. Literally have Stafford and Gino 18 and 19. All right, Logan. Myers or BTJ? It's going to be Myers. It's just a safer play until we see Jones and BTJ get on the same plane. I'm not trusting it. Jets or Packers? That's interesting. I don't know if Packers is fool's gold or not. And with the OC change, it makes me more nervous. So I'd rather just play the Jets and believe that Richardson's going to struggle again. So Nibs, estimate or Worthy. I think you're at a point where you kind of know what Worthy is. It's a boom bust, and you hope he scores. Estimate at least will give you some points. I'm guessing around 5 every week. And we'll see if he can do anything else with it. Love the names, guys. They cracked me up. More Pearsall. Again, I think it's determined on what you need. I would probably go more because I think it's a safer play. With the OC change, I think there's a lot of potential there. So we'll see how it goes. All right, Will. Sutton, Jennings, Debo, Chubb, Ridley. It's going to be Sutton, Jennings, and Debo. I just don't like having two of the same on the same team. I'd much rather roll out Jennings, Sutton, and Ridley. Play it safe, but diversify. All right, Chris. I need 2. It's definitely going to be more. And then estimate. I like Madison. I think the matchup's good, but after seeing what Miami did last week, I don't know if that's real. I'm probably taking the 2 M's. I'm going to go more in Madison and hope for the best. I don't like any of that. That's makes me feel dirty. All right, D-man. Swift, Higgins, Dobbins, Jason. Thank you, an easy one, Higgins. Appreciate it. After that, make it easy on me. Akash. Let's see. Start 2. Evans, JSN, McConkey. It's going to be Ingram and McConkey. Let's keep rolling, baby. All right, Sterl. Tight end and a flex. It's going to be Knox and MVS. Take the upside. Eggs, welcome back. Been a minute. Cooper, Dobbs. Again, this is tough. Guys keep coming with these difficult questions, so making it easy on me. I'm probably Cooper is likely going to give me Duffy. They're going to have to pass a lot. Play it safe and go Dobbs. I'm just nervous on Cooper. His matchup isn't ideal, so rather not trust it. Lamb and both play on Monday. Okay, so tell. Chad, Love, or Darnold standard? I would go with safe and roll out Darnold. I know it's not ideal, but I'd much rather trust that over the uncertainty of Love and the potential fact that I could see them running the ball a lot. We've seen it happen in the past. So, all right, Sean. Brown, Gibbs, pick 3, 2 running backs. It's going to be Gibbs and Brown. Since I'm assuming, well, I thought I initially put PPR in there. It's going to be Gibbs for sure and Brown. And then I would probably go Reed for upside because I think those two give you a pretty safe floor. So Hopkins or Metcalf. DK is probably safer. Hopkins, I'm curious to see how Hopkins does with Juju back and them actually having to throw the ball. All right, Jared. Shakir or Williams. Play it safe. Go Shakir here. We don't know what Williams is. We don't know how much they're going to throw. All right, middle. Nate. Let's see. Pollard or Madison? Pollard. Taking the points, man. Daniel, Mooney, Adams, Sutton, Downs, Meyer, Shakir. It's going to be, oh my gosh. It's going to be Mooney, Adams, and Down. Actually, I think I'm going to go Myers there. Take all the wide receiver ones. Better matchups. All right, well, need to. Waddle, Dunze, Addison, Chubb. It's going to be Chubb and Douglas. Yeah. Superfly, Tucker Craft, or Dice Roll, Taysom Hill. Again, that's really what it is. I'm fine playing Craft. Has big plays. I just think Hill has more upside. So if you need the more points, go with Hill. 1, Williams, Downs, or Myers. Myers is a safe play, so I'm rolling him out there. Sit 1. It's probably going to be Brian Thomas because, like I said, Jones scares me off of him. Benny, Bates, or Boswell? Probably going to go Boswell. Herbert or Stroud? With Collins back, I'm going to go Stroud. I think there's a lot of potential there. I think it's safer. Just nervous that Herbert runs the ball a lot. So definitely hurts it. Chubb or Etienne? Trusting Chubb more. Etienne has a good use, but we'll see. Would you start 2 over Downs, Myers, or Shakir? Probably over Downs, but you're really limiting it because I don't think the upside's that much greater. I just trust him a little more the downs. All right, well, sit one. It'll be Hopkins because we're not sure what it is. All right, Alex. Cup, London, Jennings, Reed. Pick 3. It's going to be Jennings, Reed, and QJ. League podcast channel. Welcome in. Ridley or Jones. It's going to be Ridley. Again, I know it's a tough matchup, but love it for him. Kyle Benson. London, Hopkins need one wide receiver and a flex. It's going to be Tillman and standard Dobbins. Sit one. Hunt, Brown, Walker, Kyron. It's going to be Walker. Daniel, welcome back. Jennings or JSN? Jennings. Tyler, Mooney or Tillman for the Browns. I have Tillman higher. How about Nix over? Yes, I'd play Nix over both of them. TJ, Harris, Hopkins, Flowers. Still probably going Flowers. Lee, Ingram, or Kraft. Ingram, just because I think he sees more targets. All right, Kyle. Need one wide receiver and a flex. It's going to be Flowers and Dell. It's close with McConkey, but all right, Adam. Stevenson or Hopkinson flex. Stevenson safer until we see what Casey does. So rather roll with that. Daniel, one has to be a wide receiver. Well, it looks like all of them are wide receiver. Well, except for Mostert. Moore. It's the only one I really want to play out of that bunch. Adams or Mooney. Going to be Adams by hair. Sutton or Debo. Going to be Sutton. Goff or Herbert. It's going to be Herbert. McConkey or Ingram, George. They're pretty similar. I'm going to go Ingram because I think it's a little safer. Anthony, QJ, or Pearsall. QJ is going to be a little safer. Going to roll that way. Daniel. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be Hill, but I don't like any of it. Samuel, Tillman, Ridley, or Mooney. Tillman. I believe still have him the highest. Yes. Going to be Tillman. Ooh. I think I want Landry out of them. It depends on your scoring, actually. I actually think I want Bolton because it's the Chiefs against the Bills. Yeah, I'm probably going to roll out Bolton. All right, well, Reed, Shakir, Debo, half. It's probably Debo there. It's close with Reed, though. All right, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. Last closing minutes here. Starting Chiefs and waivers have Colts, Ravens. I'd probably still roll with the Chiefs, but if you're nervous about it, Browns would be next, and then Pats is how I have it ranked. So, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. Appreciate you all. We're back tomorrow giving you waiver wire picks. Back Wednesday talking nonsense. Back Thursday helping you set your lineups again ahead of kickoff. Friday we have our betting show, and then today we do this until you guys are done. So if you have last minute questions, you got to get them in. Otherwise, you are out of luck. But really appreciate you all coming in and watching me every week. It's definitely the fun part of the week. And just enjoy it. So, yeah. Kind of surprised. I'm not seeing any questions, but yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any good bets. I put a couple of bets in our Discord, so if you haven't done that, that would be the next one I'd look at. Frank, every week, you come in and save me under the wire here. Yeah, no, I still roll in Hill there. I talked about it all show. The Lions scare me because I'm worried that they won't have to throw it a whole lot. We saw them completely destroy your team, put up 52 points. And only have to throw it 18 times. So if that's the case, I'd rather not risk it. So if you're looking for a bet, the one I like the most is Nico Collins over 71.5 receiving yards. So makes it easy. Appreciate you guys. Last minute questions. Going once, going twice. All right. Well, appreciate y'all. Have a good week. Good luck. And remember, as always, give up the nonsense. See y'all in week 12.